back, everybody, to Pure Picks for another best bet video. Today, I'm going to give you guys my best bet for UFC 310. But before that, as always, let's just quickly go over the PFL card, specifically my best bet for that card. So if you guys watched my last video, my last best bet video, I had a two-leg parlay as my best bet. We had the Badly and Slim over 2.5. And we also had the Jesus Pinedo money line. For the Jesus Pinedo fight, that fight got canceled. So the the bet ended up just being a over prop bet for the over 2.5 on the Badley fight. And the Badley and Slim fight went to decision. So obviously we cashed there. So a 1 unit bet would have profited 0.56 units. Just to quickly go over it, the over 2.5 at the time of the video, it was at minus 180, and I checked that morning and it closed at minus 250. So, we got some of that closing line value, which is always good. And then Pinedo's replacement was Braga, and he ended up winning a decision fight against Kennedy. So I'm pretty sure I would have won that Pinedo fight had it not gone canceled, but you never know. And he missed weight, and I think Pinedo specifically has weight cutting issues, or he's had issues in the past, so not really a surprise there that it got canceled. But nonetheless, a 1 unit bet profited 0.56 units. So if you guys tailed, we win again. And man, I think honestly, if you look at my track record for some of these best bet videos, like over the past, they've just been cashing. So. I mean, I'm on a bit of a hot streak, but hey, every time I come out with these videos, I think it's gonna hit. Um, Not to sound cocky or anything, but we've been doing well with these videos. So I hope you guys, if you guys haven't been tailing, I hope you guys start tailing. And if you guys have been tailing, we're gonna keep going. So before I get into my best bet for UFC 310, I just wanted to quickly look at our results. So for Pure Picks, since we've been tracking a little over a year ago, our ROI has been 10%. So 34.11 units profited. And I kind of wanted to compare this number, the 10%, to, other people on Bet MMA tips who have been tracking. And really like 10% is like really good actually. Just to quickly look at some of these other people. So as you can see, like based on, the most popular handicappers out there, we have 12%, 10%, 17, which is crazy, actually. 8%, 8%, 10%. Like the 10% number that we have is really good. Obviously, these other people, they've been doing it longer, so their sample size is much bigger. So overall, as a group, I think we've done a fantastic job. I think 10% ROI is really, really good. So, we're just going to look to keep that momentum going, as I constantly say. And yeah, hopefully we can get onto that top handicap leaderboard. Because I think for sure we have the skills to do it. It's just a matter of uh, consistently honing in to consistently doing tape review and if we get bets wrong to take another look at why we put that bet initially and see if we can change things up for bets that we do get wrong because we're constantly looking to evolve obviously. But with that said, let's get right on to my best bet for UFC 310. So for this best bet, it's going to be a two-leg parlay. And just looking through this UFC 310 card, there's a lot of exciting fights. I think there's also a lot of traps and popular underdogs. But for this two-leg parlay, it's going to be Themba Gorimbo and Shavkat Rakhmonov. So just to go into each bet specifically, for Themba Gorimbo, I actually think that you could potentially wait to put this leg in, because I think that Vicente Luque is going to be a pretty popular underdog. Um, I think you could potentially get a better price. However, with that said, I think Shavkat might get a lot of action. So that minus 350 could potentially be a minus 400 or more. So I think you kind of have to weigh the two options. But for Themba Gorimbo specifically, um, it's funny I say that I think Luque is going to be a popular underdog. So it's like, oh, why are you picking Themba? But I actually do think Themba is a side here. If we go based off of the past fighters that each fighter has faced, obviously Luque's resume is much, much better. He's fought a lot of killers inside the octagon. But really, this is based off of Vicente Luque's last fight against Buckley. I mean, flat out, Luque just gave up in that second round. If you go and watch that fight, I think he got hit too much, and he was like, "All right, fuck this. I'm just gonna drop and shell up essentially." And against Themba, I just think that Themba's gonna be way too physical for Luque, and I don't think Luque does what he needs to do to exploit Themba's weaknesses. So yeah, I think this just comes down to a physicality bet for me. I think Themba's a much he's going to be the much more physical, uh, imposing force in the octagon, and I think Themba's just going to be the one to push the pace and hold the center of the octagon. And I just don't think Luque has that pressure or volume to give Themba uh, fits in the ring. But obviously, Luque I think he's the more skilled fighter, which is why I think he is going to be a very popular underdog pick. But, I just think Themba's a side here, purely based off of Luque's last fight, where he looked horrible. I think that's pretty much it, just going with Themba based off of physicality. And I really do think he's a side here. So at minus 170, I think it's a nice pick. Now for the second pick, Shavkat, I mean, I didn't even need to do tape review for this one. I genuinely think that this guy is like a full account, or this fight, it might be a full account shove on Shavkat. Um, and that's kind of crazy, saying that against an opponent like Ian Garry, who I think is very, very skilled. But Shavkat I think he's just different. Um, I don't think Shavkat should stand and go tit for tat against Garry, although I think he could. But I think Shavkat's going to look to wrestle, get this fight to the ground, and get him out of there and get that pristine finishing record clean. So didn't I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do tape review on Shavkat's last fight. I mean, I remember them obviously, both Ian Garry's and Shavkat's, but I think Shavkat is a full account, potentially a full account shove. So there you guys have it, two leg parlay plus 104, and some finishing thoughts. I think this UFC 310 card is really good. I'm super pumped to watch it. I think there's a lot of traps actually. Just looking at the lineup of fights, there's definitely some big underdogs I want to play, but you know, join our Discord to see what they are, to see the plays that I have, see my thoughts. But as always, good luck on UFC 310. Hope you guys cash, and I'll see you guys either next week or the following week for another best bet video. Peace out, guys.